Hey everyone, hey LinkedIn, YouTube, just going live to share a new bit of poetry for today. So trying to get a bit creative, trying to express what's on the heart and mind in some different ways these days. So just thought I'd try and be a bit courageous and put it out live, which means it'll also be housed on YouTube as well. If you're interested in getting any updates from myself, you can subscribe at hexochangenow.com. 1 or 2 emails a week, literally just updating you on things like this, new poetry, thinking, podcasts, right here, right now, live shows, the Inside Out show that I'm going to be co-creating with Lucy Bramley from the 4th of October, in-person events, and a whole host more of interesting stuff, should that be of any interest to you. So what I'm about to share with you, again, this is the piece of poetry that came through me today. It's the culmination of a few different things occurring in the recent weeks and months. But it's called, as you can see, The Real Great Reset. And it's a poem, an acknowledgement to the unseen and often unheard. So I'm just going to take you through a little bit more context. So this poem came through me today, 28th of September 2021. It's a culmination of a number of experiences, discussions, and explorations that I've navigated in recent months. No judgment at all intended within, just provocation for reflection and further exploration. When I cite us during the poem, what I'm referring to is the global north. That's basically where I'm sitting in the UK, very much a privileged part of the world that generally has thrived on the backs of other countries in the rest of the world, i.e. the global south. Basically extracting raw materials, extracting low-cost labor, etc., to fuel our Western ways. So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about them. It's the global North countries that tend to have been the ones that have been oppressed or have had their resources extracted to fuel Western lifestyles, is pretty much what I'm saying in my own language. You'll also be able to find this video at the bottom of the blog, which you'll be able to find on hexochangenow.com very, very shortly. So let me take you through the poem. This is me going into my my courageous and vulnerable growth edge. So here it is. So again, the poem is called The Real Great Reset, an acknowledgement to the often unheard and unseen. So we in the West who say we're so developed have no idea how misdirected we are, nor how enveloped we are in our own ego, our status, our job, our own way of life. Could it be that we're all contributing to our current strife? What really matters when our time is up? That we accumulated possessions, or that we felt love for people nearby and far away? What would you want to say to those people who just want to be left alone, seeking to protect their way of life, not demanding the next upgrade of a mobile phone? Protecting the heartbeat of our planetary lands whilst we press on with growth with our heads in the sand. Justice and equity are a critical focus, but too rarely do we seek those unheard voices as our locus. To understand, to learn, to appreciate, to wonder, why do we find it so easy to plunder our worth into that next phone, TV, jumper, or car? None of this is possible without oppression of humans who live so far away from our context, yet are connected to ours. They cherish the land whilst we have a myopic focus on making another grand. For them, community is key. For us, it's all about me. For them, nothing goes to waste. For us, we have so little haste. For them, it's to honor and learn from the past. For us, it's to keep running so fast that we avoid looking inside of our body and our soul, terrified that there might be a story to be told. Yet it is that very story that, once acknowledged and healed, can allow us to connect to those that have protected the field of consciousness, of land, of wisdom, of life. We are so very close to ending our own life. So what next, may you ask, as I wrap up this prose? My invitation is to get curious and to follow your nose. Get out of your head, challenge your beliefs, connect more to heart, find some relief. In the freedom of not knowing, navigating an emergent path, having some fun, having a laugh, fumbling around and making mistakes. Role model humility. Let's up the humanity stakes. Knowing I'm nothing without you and you are nothing without me, now is the time to focus on solidarity. Don't know why I feel a bit emotional writing that. It's just a random bit of prose that popped out of my body today. But I'm really curious. Hi, Elise. And hello, Michael. Yeah, feel free to drop me a DM. Interested in what you're about, Michael. But I hope that poem, if you watch this live, Elise or Michael, or indeed if anybody watches this back, I hope that there was something in it for you to reflect on today. Again, there's zero judgment. in what I've shared. It was just a poem, an expression that I'm trying to find a new way creatively of expressing what's on my heart and mind. I invite you also to do the same today. Again, feel free to check out if you're interested to get more regular updates. You can subscribe at hexochangenow.com, and I'm updating regularly live stream conversations, podcasts, in-person events, and of course there's a service offering as well, should that be interesting. Till next time, take care. Thanks everyone for joining, and any comments and feedback is always welcome. Take care.